Patrick Boley, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my all-time favorite games that I've been playing since I was about an 8 or 9 year old boy. And that is, of course, Dungeons and Dragons. Now, that's not a new phrase to pretty much anyone. I feel like it is so embedded in our pop culture, but it has such a negative connotation that really takes away from how amazing this game actually is and can be. And that's why I wanted to talk to you today, about a new product that they're launching and why I think it could be, honestly, your next favorite thing. That product, of course, is the Dungeons and Dragons starter set. So this includes a set of 6 dice, which are going to be essential for making decisions in the game. An exciting storybook, so you don't have to try to write your own, and you can just jump into the game. Pre-made characters, similar, you can just jump into the game, you don't have to spend a bunch of time crafting someone super unique to you. And then finally a rulebook, so you can get through the game, know somewhat what's going on. And this is going to be going for $19.99. Now, this is, I feel like, the most underlying amazing fact of this is hours of fun right here for only $20. A lot of people, they'll go spend $20 on, an hour of fun. This is potentially weeks of fun for you and your friends, and it's such an amazing deal that I just had to bring it to y'all. But you might not really know what D&D is, and that's fair. A lot of the connotation attached to it has just been sweaty nerds in basements, So that's kind of why I wanted to clear this up. So for those who don't know, D&D, it is a fun and interactive game, yet told as a story. The way that works is the group of players, one person designates himself as the Dungeon Master. That person is in charge of seeing the storybook and telling the story. All the other players are characters in that story who then say what they want to do and what decisions they want to make, and then roll dice to see if they're successful, thus having it all happen in their brain. Now that might seem kind of strange at the start, but it is actually super popular by a bunch of different celebrities. This game is everywhere in our pop culture. It's constantly being told to you to be played by these people. Stephen Colbert goes on his show all the time and just talks about Dungeons and Dragons. Terry Crews has a side YouTube channel for Dungeons and Dragons. Same with Vin Diesel, and this man, Joe Manganiello, actually has his own Dungeons & Dragons brand. All these people, extremely famous comedians or actors. Or Terry Crews is just kind of a personality. I don't know what he does. But, it's just everywhere in our pop culture. And you can see that in movies, TV, games, and it's really something that's built us up into who we are. But that doesn't really explain why you should play it. And, there are a couple of reasons for why I believe you should play this game. And the first, and honestly the biggest, is it's just fun. It's downright so much fun. Just interact in person with your friends, not over some online thing, not over playing Fortnite on a couch. This forms an actual deeper bond with your friends. It feels as if you're going through experiences together, even though it's all just happening in your mind. You also get to explore consequence-free worlds. You get to walk around and do what you want. You can say what you want to people that have no actual, relevance to you in the real world. And the interesting thing is that has actually been shown to be extremely therapeutic, whether for someone with next to no anxiety or someone with a serious anxiety disorder. Dungeons and Dragons has actually been shown to help anxiety, confidence, even PTSD, as, just getting out of your body for a little bit, going into a different world, can be as good as therapy. And that's been shown in several different studies that it really can help those people get over whatever they might be needing to get over just by allowing them to go into someone else's world for a couple of hours and just be someone else and just have a consequence-free world. But you might be thinking, I don't know if I'd get into it, or what do I do afterwards if I did kind of enjoy it, or, I'm just not even into the fantasy setting. And that is what these are for. So, Dungeons and Dragons traditionally is played, with Dungeons and Dragons, but the game has been adapted due to its very modular nature to be able to be nearly anything. For instance, these are all other storybooks written by Wizards of the Coast that can then be purchased at a later date if you so choose. For instance, this one is Robot Mummies Through the Desert. If that so interests you, this is Rick and Morty, for those who don't know, a super, super popular sci-fi TV show. This is Star Wars. You can walk around as Luke Skywalker, slamming droids into the ground. Or you can just get another classic adventure book. The possibilities are really as endless as your imagination, and everyone that I have tried to play this with has genuinely